Hey guys, Gerald from Oneupreviewz, and today we've got a Boohoo haul. Before we get into the sneaker haul, guys, if you're new to our channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell, so you never miss any of our latest reviews. So today, guys, we're going to be doing a sneaker haul from Boohoo, and before we get into it, I just want to mention that if you like this kind of content, you want to see us doing this in the future, hit us up in the comments below. Now let's get into it. So what we're going to be doing is opening our orders from Boohoo. I'm going to give you what my opinions are, but first we're going to go through like the specs. Obviously here at Oneupreviewz, we look at the outsole, midsole, the uppers, lacing system, and essentially how I feel about it. So let's get unpacking. So we've got 4 sneakers to look at today. We'll start with the first 2. Go. So first, let's look at the boxes first. So all BOOHOOMAN boxes, or BOOHOOMAN, sorry, boxes will come in this, I'm holding it upside down, in these black boxes with the man logo, with the boohoo.com website there on the side, and it's a pretty bog standard box you'll get from Boohoo. And we're looking at this first sneaker is the man high top trainer with buckles, multi, and this, we got this in the size 8. This is the first time I've actually bought any sneakers from Boohoo. So it'll be nice to see. And here we go. We're looking at probably a high top sneaker. Well, their high top basketball, their interpretation of it. And I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was summer at the minute because I'd wear this in the summer. And it's really interesting, yeah. You got a little swing tag, nice holographic. But we'll start with the outsole. Right here, so it's got all the materials here. So you've got a rubber outsole, and this is a different kind of traction that I'm used to. It does feel like the old Cortez traction right here, with the layers upon layers. And towards the midsole, it still feels like it's the rubber, so it's, how can I say, it's continuing from the outsole. And what can I say, the sneaker does remind me of, well, an Air Force One, the mid Air Force One. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, with similar outlays, and it's got a basketball sneaker vibes to it. Look, so this whole upper, it is not leather, so this is artificial leather, plastic leather, and the inners right here, so you've got all the ankle support, all of that is all nylon as well. Just want to comment to the mud guard, you got it in this dusty pink colorway. The whole sneaker is giving me the pastel tones that you will find people wearing in spring. It's not that heavy, it's very light. The lacing system is similar to a normal high top you've seen from Nike, flat lacing. The tongue right there with a translucent man logo, the BOOHOOMAN. And your straps, as I mentioned, you'll find this in the Air Force One mids, and that is what this is giving me the vibes of. I'm going to try this on later for you guys just to give you the on feet, but let me round it off with the first unboxing on my thoughts. Maybe it's me being like a massive snob, but I'd rather get a pair of Air Force Ones. Personally, I wouldn't go out my way to buy this, even though it was a cheaper alternative to an Air Force One. You know, with an Air Force One, you're getting a heritage, you're getting that Nike encapsulated insole, air encapsulated in the midsole, and I'm pretty sure there's no technologies that's involved here. It's really nice in regards to the aesthetics. I'm not gonna lie, I like the colours. Unfortunately, it's nothing that I would wear, especially with filming this in the winter. I wouldn't wear this out. But I admire the presentation. I do admire the logo at the back there, and I can see what they're trying to do with this, but it's not for me, I'm afraid. Let's move on to the next one. Let's get into our second sneaker. Again, I call BOOHOOMAN sneakers. They come in this standard black box with the man logo. And we've got the man basketball trainer with bungee detail green in size 8. Unfortunately, just before we get into it, I just want to mention that there's no size conversion on here. So if you're a European buying something from BOOHOOMAN, I hope that it's, well, it is on their website, but you don't get it in the box, which is, it's a shame really. But that's just my comment I have to say. And right here, now this is giving me the off-white dunk vibes. It's giving me that they were really inspired by Virgil. For those that don't know, the off-white dunk came out last year. It's one of my regrets. I do regret missing on that pair. So I kind of got this just to mend the broken heart. We'll start with the outsole. So just like that high top sneaker, it's got the same layering like of rubber, giving me the same Cortez vibes that you'll get there, and it gets narrower as you get into the middle. Going along the upper, it's the same, so it's going to be the same rubber midsole unit, and as you work your way along the upper, that sneaker did have like the little sticker with the materials. Unfortunately, I can't find it on this one, but I mean, I can tell by the feel that this doesn't feel like leather at all. It's a really cool concept. It reminds me of the Nike Dunk. And it would be really dope if Nike did do a color in this, but again, like the other one, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan. This bungee cord is just of a call back onto Virgil's Nike Dunk. Don't get me wrong, I do dig the design. Like the first one, personally, I wouldn't know, knowing that the off-white dunks exist. But, you know, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, why not? Why not? But going into the little bit of more specs, so you get the translucent rubber on the tongue and the same BOOHOOMAN logo at the heel. But I'm not gonna lie, this is a nice touch. The colours complement each other, that being pastel, you know, the pastel tones. One thing I do have to comment on is a bit shoddy on the knitwork there. You can see like this little black lace that's hanging there, and on the bungee cord, where is it? It's on the left. Yeah, you got some weird marks on it here, just where the pull cord is. Again, maybe it's me being a snob, but I wouldn't personally keep these. But it's a nice like take on the Nike Dunk, the off-white Nike Dunk. Let's get into the third one. So our third sneaker we're looking at is the Man Mesh Paneled Runner Trainer Black in size 8. Oh, a bit difficult to get this one out. Oh, there we go. And here we are. Looks like a runner, typical runner. Reminds me of the Puma RSX. And wow, look at that little touch. They've even got the little ziplock, just like an off-white. There. You know what? I'm quite impressed with this. This looks like a futuristic sneaker. As I mentioned, it reminds me of the Puma RS. And, you know, on a night out, I might wear these because they're non-branded. Like, and if you're unfamiliar with British culture, you need like unbranded stuff to get into some clubs. So this is a good pickup for that. But we'll start with the outsole like we always do. So that outsole, it's an all rubber outsole. Got little traction pods there, traction there, raised. The midsole feels like a nice foam. I want to say it's EVA. And you've got these outlays of, to me they feel like rubber. They could be plastic, but you got a heat pressed plastic right there on the medial side, and on the lateral, the heat press. The whole upper is all textiles. There's nothing leather about it. It's all man-made materials. Even here, the mesh. Again, like all the Boohoo sneakers that we've done in just right there 5 minutes ago, they've all got the Boohoo Man translucent logo. At the heel, you've got a nice little bit of foam. You've got protection for your heel. Pull tab right there. And as I mentioned, got that off-white. And, you know, number 3 of our little haul. I like these. I might keep these. I want to wear sneakers when I'm in the club, and I don't want to get kicked out because I'm wearing branded ones. So these are a really good pickup, I think. So I might keep these. And here we go. We come to our final sneaker of this Boohoo haul, and we've got the man knitted sock trainer, black in a size 8. And if you can't tell by that man knitted sock, okay, that sounds like an innuendo for another thing. Get your head out of the gutter. But this is what I've been looking forward to the most, because, well, you know, we'll show you. There you go. We got the Balenciaga sock. And I'm not gonna lie, they did an alright job with this. Like, yeah, it looks alright, you know. But we'll start with the outsole, as we always do. So with this outsole, it doesn't feel like rubber, it feels like plastic. And you can tell here, yes, it is, it's textiles. So all this is not rubber. And you got like the little traction pods there, going along the upper. So this feels like a normal foam. I think it's EVA, feels like it's EVA. And here you go, there, that screams the Balenciaga sock. Unfortunately, it does have man official. If it didn't have that, I think I would really rock these, because I can't afford Balenciaga to save my life. I mean, I know you guys are watching this like, oh, you got so many sneakers. Surely you can afford Balenciaga. No, not in one sitting. Maybe if I could do installments, yeah. But yeah. But I'll be honest, like, I buy that Balenciaga just to say I've got Balenciaga, but in real nature, to myself, if I'm being honest, quite the sneakerhead. So that kind of aesthetic, it's not really me. But it's nice to dabble in other styles. And yeah, this is pretty dope. Like, I mean, it really does. It's like the Balenciaga. Obviously, it's a cheaper alternative. There might be people in the comments hating, oh, just get the Balenciaga one. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people that have that kind of luxury. So then you have to turn to these alternatives. And if you shouldn't be ashamed, really, if you need to do that. I think, like, you can wear whatever you want, as long as you've got the confidence to wear it. And there we go, that's rounding it off with our sneaker haul. We're going to show you the on feet, what they look like on. And again, if you like this kind of content that we're providing you guys, comment below. We want to hear your thoughts. So let's get into the on feet. In my honest opinion, guys, I do think these look really good on. Unfortunately, there's not much of an insole supporting your soles right there. I don't feel like I'm very cushioned, and it feels a bit tight around the ankle area, but that's obviously because of the high collar, and I've actually used the Velcro straps. But given the price, I think this is good. Personally, it's not my style. I do recommend it as an alternative. When it comes to the fit, guys, unfortunately Boohoo does not do half sizes. They only stock in UK whole sizes, so we had to go the half size up. I can feel the space that's in the front. My toes aren't reaching like the proper end. In regards to comfort, I wouldn't say they're the most comfy, but it feels a bit plush because of the inner right there. Again, I'm more of a fan of the off-white dunks, which these I think are based on, and if I had the option to have the two, I'd get the original Nike dunks. So this is a pass up for me at the minute. In regards to the fit, guys, I do suggest getting the half size up. So this is the right size for me. I'm a UK 7.5. The size 8 is right. However, these are really uncomfortable. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't feel very supported. Yeah, it doesn't feel comfy. I can't say anymore. If you were to get these, get a half size up, I'd admire what they're trying to do with a jogger design, but again, this one's not for me. Since this is a UK size 8, there is a bit of space around here, like my toe isn't at the very top. But in my opinion, these are really comfy, but I feel like it's unsupportive on here. The arch support, there's a lack of arch support. So I do feel like given a numerous amounts of wear and tear, this will eventually break. But so far, it feels really nice, and in my opinion, this is the strongest out of the 4 looks. So to round off this Boohoo haul, I'm just gonna tell you which styles I'm gonna keep and which ones I would send back. These, unfortunately, I'll send back because I was expecting something really comfortable, and that's not what I got. The materials were not as comfy as I would have thought, and if you were to get a runner from like Adi, Nike, whatever sports brand, I suggest you take the sports brand. I know you're going to be paying more money, but if you're expecting that comfort to last you all day, go with the brands. Unfortunately, send these back. These dunks, well, this is more of a personal preference. I'd rather keep the dunks that I do have than an imitation. Obviously, it's taking some inspiration from the off-whites. I do like the colorway though, don't get me wrong, this mint green, really nice. Unfortunately, not for me, so again, it's a personal taste, so I'll send these back. Moving on to the high top sneaker. Really dope. Unfortunately, it's not the right season for him, I think, but you know, people can wear whatever you want. As much as I am a big fan of pastel tones, I would keep this, but these weren't as comfy as I would have thought. So this is like on my maybe pile. I'll give some thought about it, but you know, if you could pull off these pastel high top sneaker looks, do it. I would recommend you invest in the pair. So keep that on the table and drum roll. Well, you know what the winner is, and for me, it is the sock liner sneaker that looks like the Balenciaga, obviously. I really thought that, given the price, obviously it's much more cheaper materials with the BOOHOOMAN like logo, so you're not getting the Balenciaga quality, but it's rather comfortable. Out of the 4 sneakers that we tried on here, out of the 4, I didn't think that this was the most supportive, but I did think it was really comfy. But the longevity of these sneakers, I don't think they're gonna last. I think that these will crumble under the weight. Out of the 4 sneakers, I recommend this Balenciaga imitation, the sock line sneaker. Even though the materials aren't on par, obviously, I did think it was a bit comfortable. However, I didn't feel like there was much arch support, and unfortunately, because of that, I do think that there is no longevity in this sneaker. I do think that this is gonna break, giving it a very long use of wear. And we'll round it off there. Guys, let me know if you enjoyed these kind of video reviews of doing like a little haul. We might be able to do some in the future. We want to hear from you guys if you want to see more. We'll do other brands as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And until next time, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram at Oneupreviewz with a Z at the end. And until next time, peace.